A very good morning, students. So in last lecture we have discussed about the factors on which the resistance depends, and we have seen that is we got a quantity that is resistivity, right? So now we have to define what we mean by resistivity. In terms of formula, you can write it equal to RA by L, but if you are required to or asked to define, then you have to define it this way. What we have done, we have taken a conductor, right? Conductor means material that can conduct electricity through which current can flow. So we have taken a conductor, but remember that conductor must have unit length and area also must be unit. That is, let us say here we have taken a conductor whose length is 1 meter, breadth is 1 meter, and height is also 1 meter. We have taken a conductor in the form of cube, right? How much? Length of each side is having length of 1 meter. Then its area will be 1 meter square, right? Length into breadth, or length into height, or breadth into height. So from the formula we know resistance equal to resistivity multiplied by length of the conductor divided by area. So R equal to rho, that is R equal to resistivity when length is equal to 1 meter and area is equal to 1 meter. For this conductor, we can write that resistivity is directly equal to resistance. Why? Because its length is 1 and its area is also 1. That's unit. So we can say resistivity of material is equal to resistance of the material of unit length and unit area. Resistivity is just equal to resistance of the conductor or resistance of a given material which is having unit length and unit area, right? So next is we will see resistivity of some value of resistivity of conductor, insulator and alloy. Also we know that value of resistivity is a factor depends on temperature. So we will now mention a table of the resistivity of different materials at a given temperature, that is 20 degrees Celsius, right? First is your conductor. You know, unit of resistivity is ohm meter. So conductor is those materials which will conduct electricity. First element is silver. Its resistivity is around 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter, because its resistivity is very small. Very small, because it is a conductor. Conductor means it will conduct current, so its resistivity must be small, so that its resistance will be very less. Next, it is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 8. It is greater. It is having greater resistivity than the silver. Similarly, aluminum. That is, aluminum is having more resistivity than your copper. Right? Then comes your tungsten. Right? Tungsten, that is, we make the filament of the bulb. Now let us also write the table uses of this material. So silver, they are very good conductor, but since it is very costly, we use it making small switch, very small switch, right? right? And copper, it is also having very less connectivity, that is resistivity, so it is used as a connecting. You see in your home, all the wires, when you will see inside, they are made of copper. They are the connecting wire. Then we see the aluminum. Aluminum are used in power cables. Means if we want to give power to any equipment, then that wire will be made. They will be made of what? That is aluminum. Tungsten, that is see a bulb. In bulb there is a filament that is made of tungsten. Right? And these are the resistive. Right? Then comes the alloy. Alloy are made of 2 or more metals. Right? Nichrome, right? And for nichrome, its value is nichrome. You have seen heater, there you see a coil. That coil, that heater coil is made of nichrome. If we compare with the conductor, its resistivity is high because for conductor that is 1.7 into 10 power minus 8, 1.6 or 2.7, it is higher than resistivity of the conductor. Right? Then comes here the nichrome is made, it is alloy made of nickel, manganese, chromium and iron. These 4 metals combined to make alloy that is nichrome. Right? Next is your manganese, right? That is its value will be 44 into 10 power minus 8. It is having less value than your nichrome. And its application, it is made of nickel, manganese and copper. Right? Its application is, it is used in making standard resistor. Resistor is a device that is having resistance. So they are used for making resistor. Right? Third is your carbon. Its value is 3000 into 10 power minus 8. They are used in making generally radio resistor. Right? That is they are made for making standard resistors. They are used for making standard resistors. Right? Then comes your insulator. Insulator means those materials which will not allow current to pass or current to conduct. So first is pure water. Pure water is a insulator, but salty water, salt water is a conductor. Right? Its value is very high. That is 2 into 10 to the power. See, if you compare with the conductor or alloy, it is very, very high because here power of 10 is positive, right? Then glass is also insulated. 10 to power 10 to power 14. glass is not a conductor, it is insulator. Then comes the rubber. 10 to the power 14 to 10 to the power 16. It is also insulator. Then comes the diamond. Its value is also very large, that is 10 to the power 12 to 10 to the power 13. All the units will be, that is ohm meter, right? Yes. So we will solve one unit based on your resistivity, resistance, length and area of conductor. The questions read: the diagram wire of resistance 4 ohm is doubled in its length. Calculate the new resistance. In the previous lecture, we have discussed that is if the length changes, then obviously its resistance will also change, because resistance is directly proportional to its length. Also remember, in this type of questions, the volume will be constant. That is, you are given a wire or any conductor. If you are changing the length, that is either increasing or decreasing, keep in mind that is your volume must be constant. For this, see, if you are given a wire of length, initially the length is smaller and area is big, right? So if you are increasing the length, that is by stretching it, then it will become thin. That is, its cross-sectional area will decrease. If you are increasing the length 2 times, then its cross-sectional area will decrease 2 times. If you are increasing its length by 3 times, then cross-sectional area will decrease by 3 times. Why? Because we have to keep the volume constant. In this case, volume is equal to A equal. In second case, see, in both the case, we find that the volume is constant. That is, in the question if you are changing the length, then there will be change in the area. So, initially, resistance given is how much? 4 ohm. Let us consider then initial length is smaller and cross-sectional area is big, right? So, and resistivity is, now see, here the length is increased for the same material. That is, resistivity will not change, because resistivity is not a factor. If the resistivity does not depend on length and area, it only depends on nature of the material and temperature. Here we are not changing the material, neither we are changing the temperature. So resistivity will be same for the initial condition as well as final condition. Finally, we have to calculate resistance. Just put the question mark. Length will be 2 times and area will reduce to half, and resistivity will be same in both the cases. So we can write R plus R. Right? Since resistivity is common, we get it cancelled. Now just substitute the value of L dash. It will be twice L. L is equal to twice L. A is equal to A by 2 will be the rate it will be 4. So R dash is equal to 4R that is 16 ohm. Remember, when length is doubled, resistance will increase 4 times. If your length is tripled, then resistance will increase 9 times. If length is decreased half times, then your resistance will be 1 by 4, and if it is decreased 1 by 3 times, then your resistance will be, that is 1 by 9 times. Right?